Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to the channel, and much appreciated you guys tuning in for today's video and spending some time with me. And guys, I got something I'm really excited to share with y'all today. Megabass has just come out with the new Dark Sleeper, the 4.5 inch size here. And you guys have heard me talk about the Dark Sleeper for several years now on the channel. They make 4 different sizes. They got a 2.4 inch, they got the 3 inch, which this is probably the most common size right here, the 3 inch model, a 3.5, and now this big 4.5 inch model. I've had it now for about a month. I've had a chance to fish it quite a bit, guys, and I absolutely love this thing. And I'm going to explain to you guys in today's video the conditions that the 4.5 works better than the other sizes there. So we're going to get into that in today's episode here. And also, guys, these are going to get sold out real quick. I'm going to put these in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of this video to the new 4.5 inch Dark Sleeper here. So if you guys would like to get you a few packs of them, you better use that link and hurry up, because probably not going to last long after everybody gets to see how awesome these things are. Okay, now real quick, I want to show you something for the viewers out there. I'm just assuming a lot of people know about the Dark Sleeper, but if you're not, guys, this is the Dark Sleeper swim bait. This is the 3 inch model here. And the thing that makes this bait unique is the design of it. It looks like a swim bait, but you don't fish it like a swim bait. You fish it more like a jig, because there's a keel weight on the bottom, like a flat weight on the bottom of all the Dark Sleepers here. And this allows the bait to set like this on the bottom. And what you want to do is you work it like a jig along the bottom. It's like you'll pitch it out there, and I like to snap it off the bottom. I'll talk a little bit more about the 4.5, how I like to fish it, but you want to hop it off the bottom like a jig. And it's got, the really cool thing about it, it's got the hook is basically contained and exposed in the dorsal fin here. It keeps it weedless. It keeps it out of sight of the bait. And guys, they bite this thing like you cannot believe, super, super hard. So let's talk about the 4.5 inch, the big 4.5 inch Dark Sleeper, when it works better, how I like to fish it, and what you need to look for. Okay, now like I said on the 3 inch size here, guys. One of my favorite way to fish the 3 inch size or the 2.5 inch size is just hopping it off the bottom. And I started doing that with the 4.5 inch size, and I caught a few fish on it. But I got noticing that the length of this thing, and I started just experimenting with it and fishing it here and there, and I started catching more fish on the 4.5 inch, dragging it along the bottom the same way that you would drag a football head jig. So, you know, this has got the same length profile as like some type of a swim bait, but the darting action like this, I caught some fish, you know, snapping it off the bottom like that, but the best success I had with the 4.5 inch, you know, Dark Sleeper was getting out there off those flatter points. And the water I was fishing, I was fishing Table Rock Lake, and the water where I was fishing, you had probably 4 to 5 foot clarity in it, probably closer to 4 foot. I was getting out there on those gravel points, and I was fan casting it all around the point in anywhere between, say, 5 to 25 foot of water. And I'd throw it out there, show you sort of how I was doing it, which is completely different than the 3 or the 2.5 inch, 2.4 inch. Just throw it out there like this, let it hit the bottom, and then just drag it like that, pull it, take up the slack, drag it like that, pull up the slack, drag it, pull up the slack. And when you pull up the slack, don't let it stop dead. Just, you know, pull it like that, and then reel fast enough to where the bait is still moving forward. So you're dragging it and it comes like this, and then you pull it and take up the slack, and it goes like this while you're taking up the slack, and then starts going faster again. And occasionally, you know, I'll snap it like that a little bit just to hop it off the bottom. But I was able to catch mainly smallmouth on it. You know, Table Rock on the lower end of the lake, there's a lot of smallmouth bass on it. Probably out of the 3 different days that I fished on the thing, and like the 25 fish or so I caught on them, probably 80% of them were smallmouth, and the other was a mix between spotted bass and largemouth. So you're going to get all 3 species on it. But the main thing about it, guys, it's just going to get you a bigger bite. I mean, with all the different sizes of the Dark Sleeper and the variations with it, there's something to be said that, you know, big fish like bigger lures, and that's the whole point of the larger Dark Sleeper here, guys. It's just going to get you a bigger bite. Some other applications for it, as far as I'm going to have to try it myself and experiment, but I can see some applications just by looking at it, how it's going to work. This also is going to be a really good bait to fish around any type of shallow emergent vegetation early in the spring. So if you have a lake that's got maybe some short growing hydrilla or milfoil that's starting to grow off the bottom, maybe 6 inches or a foot, snapping this thing off that hydrilla is probably going to be a good way to catch them. But like all the dark sleepers, guys, I've never been able to catch hardly any fish on it, just fishing it, you know, in the water column like a swim bait. The bait has got to be tucked down on the bottom with it. Now, there's going to be a lot of different ways I'm going to have to experiment. This bait is new to me as well, and I'm just sharing with you guys how I've had success on it, is dragging it like a football head jig on the flatter points, catching a few hopping with it. But one of my favorite ways to fish the other dark sleepers, like the 3-inch model and the 2.4-inch, is fishing it like on steep rocky banks like bluffs, where I'll throw it out there and I'll just work it, you know, down the drop off like a jig. I haven't had a chance to try that with the 4.5-inch, but I know it's going to work. So anyway, guys, I know there's a lot of fans of the dark sleeper out there. Definitely want to pick you up a few out there. They got a wide range of colors. They got 3 different weight options on it. They got a 3/4 ounce model, a 1 ounce model, and an 1 1/4 ounce. I'm going to be using the 3/4 ounce model probably most of the time. If it's super, super windy, or if I'm fishing really deep, maybe the 1.5 ounce model. Or if you're fishing someplace that has a lot of current in it. Say you're fishing some of the Coosa River lakes for those big spotted bass, you may have to go to the 1.25 ounce to really get down there in that heavy current. Another thing with it, guys, is you can go to a little bit heavier line with it. I was using 15-pound test Seagar and Vizex 15-pound test Seagar and Vizex line fluorocarbon, and that Megabass 7-foot 2-inch perfect pitch rod on it. So definitely want to go to 15-pound test on it. I'll use anywhere between 6 to 12 on the other dark sleepers, 15 on the 4.5-inch, probably maybe even 17. You could probably get by with it. And then also it does have a larger hook in it. It's got comparative to the other ones, this hook is fairly large. So you do have to have some type of a medium heavy bait cast rod to really get some good hook penetration in that thing. But anyway, guys, give it a try. One other quick thing that will help you out on all the dark sleepers, and I did it on this one, is bend that hook point out just a little bit. Like you can see it's buried down in like this. Just take a pair of pliers and just open it up maybe a 1/16 of an inch. And that seems like by opening that up a little bit, it really catches that roof of that fish's mouth better. But I think you'll really like it, guys. Like I said, Tackle Warehouse link in the description. 4.5-inch new Megabass dark sleeper. Definitely going to get you some good bites on it. So hope it helps out. We'll talk later.